The topic I'm going to be discussing today is pretty personal, but although it is personal, it makes for a good persuasive speech because I do know firsthand what it's like. The topic that I'm going to be discussing today is getting a DUI. Unfortunately, in January of last year, I did get one. I was just with a couple friends, obviously drinking some alcohol, and I decided to make the unwise decision of getting behind a vehicle. And as you can imagine, that resulted in a DUI. Um, it's a scary thing because I could have really hurt myself, or even worse, I could have injured someone else, which is unimaginable. I could not live with myself had I done that. But fortunately, I did get out of it without those repercussions. The first topic that I'd like to touch base on is how inconvenient it is. Obviously, I had my license in the first place, so I knew the freedom of driving and I knew how amazing it was. You don't really know that when you get your license, and you take it for granted, and when you get it taken away you realize how big of a privilege it really is. It's a huge hassle. You can't get to school, you can't get to work by yourself, you can't just do the things that a normal person with their license would do. It's kind of a catch-22 because you have to go to all these meetings. You have to go to I was going to 5 meetings a week and this and that, and you have to make it to every one legally, but you can't drive, so it makes it really difficult. Another huge aspect of it was money. Um, Altogether, my DUI has cost me around upwards of $10,000 just between you know, truck impound, bills, fine, all sorts of stuff. It just adds up really fast. Plus, if you get a lawyer, that's another couple $1,000s. Um, and the third one, it's just really, really disappointing and embarrassing. Um, Even doing the speech, it's kind of embarrassing, but it's something that happened, and I think it's for the better. It's made me a better person. But first of all, I mean, like any parent would be, my dad was extremely upset. And not only was he mad, but he was disappointed. And like they say, I'd rather have someone be mad at me than disappointed in me. Also, it's pretty embarrassing. I mean, it's a really small town where I come from, and so word spreads fast. Everybody knew just about instantaneously after it happened. And of course, it's public information, so people like employers will know eventually if you decide to tell them or if they find out somehow. But overall, I think it has made me a better person. Although it was overwhelmingly difficult, I've learned my lesson the hard way, and I have learned lots of lessons from it. It's made me a stronger person in general, as most hardships in life do. And I've realized I have to be responsible for my actions. And of course, I've mastered time management in the process with all of the things that I was required to do. Of course, no person in their right mind would want to subject themselves to this kind of thing, but when you decide to drink and if you get behind the wheel, then that's what you're risking, and millions of people do it. Not everybody gets in trouble for it, but I promise eventually, if you're doing it, you're going to get caught for it. Whether it be 2 drinks or 10, you're still capable of getting a DUI. Um, Overall, with the speech, I just really hope to. I mean, if someone is doing this and watching this, then maybe they'll think twice. Although I was too stubborn. I didn't learn my lesson by seeing people on TV, by hearing friends get DUIs and stuff. I had to learn the lesson myself, but hopefully I can use this experience to inform others and maybe change their mind on what they're doing or influence their decisions for the better. Thank you.